make sure you get that ticket for Summit and make sure you reserve your spot in the house. Also, what was I going to say? Get on the Success Club trip wait list, guys. Rachel just registered, or like she's going. She paid her deposit. She is going to Mexico with us. So there is still plenty of time for you to earn this trip, plenty of time for you to get invited to this trip. Make sure you get on the wait list, guys. You will not get invited at all if you're not on the wait list. So, if someone wants to drop that link in the chat box, that would be cool. I think it's successclubtrip.com/2021, but I could be wrong. You could definitely Google it. And all right, so we are going to be talking tonight I'm gonna put her to sleep, but we're going to be talking tonight about some tough love. I feel like we do presentations all the time and we're like, this is what we need to do, and we make it all fluffy. Well, we're coming down tonight with guys like, this is just what you got to do. Like, stop making excuses about it and let's do the things. So Ashley, Taylor, and I all have come with 5 things. We didn't tell each other what we were coming with because we're hoping that some of the things overlap, because we're hoping that the things that we're about to tell you are not rocket science. They're things you've heard before, and they are things that you need to do, and it's just time to stop making the excuses to do them. So I'm gonna let Taylor go first tonight, and feel free to jump in the chat box. Feel free to ask questions when she's done, but this is definite open discussion, and we want to answer your questions. So take it away, Taylor.
Okay, so I just like put it in my notes app on my phone. And like she said, like, please feel free to unmute yourself, ask me a question about something, elaborate, or ask me to elaborate further, or whatever. Like, this call is for you guys. 100%. Like, don't feel like, oh shoot, I'm not really sure what she's talking about. Or, I mean, I feel like everything I'm going to cover is like pretty straightforward and plain and simple, but like I said, just this call is for you guys. Please feel free to unmute, say whatever you need to say. So here's my number 1 tough love tip, you guys, okay? I hope everyone is listening and everyone is ready. People are going to say no to you a lot. A lot. Like, a lot. I said 3 times in my notes. You're not the only one that is getting told no. I'm not the only one that's getting told no. Stephanie's not the only one that's getting told no. Rachel's not the only one that's getting told no. We are all hearing no all the time. The more you invite, the more people you talk to, you're going to hear no even more and more and more and more and more. But guess what? When you're talking to more people, you're also going to hear yes more often. And those yeses mean a whole lot more when you've heard no so many times, and you just keep pushing through. And I just want you to know, your worth as a coach, your worth as a human being, your worth as a person is not defined by one person who's like, I don't want to do that. Like, okay, that's cool. Different strokes for different folks. Like, you are here because this community gave you something that you needed. This community and this lifestyle change was a blessing to you and or your family, your relationship with your husband, boyfriend, whatever, parents, kids. Are you honestly going to let the potential, because I feel like it's the fear in your mind of people telling you no that stops you, not even an actual no, but are you going to let that one person saying like, yeah, you know what, that's not for me, or like, nah, I'm not interested, stop you from helping the people that just like you genuinely need this in their lives? People are going to say no a lot, and you're just going to have to be like, okay, that's cool. It's not for her right now. But I will tell you, after 3 years of doing this, that probably 75 to 80% of the people who have said no, probably all my coaches on this call right now said no to me at least once, if not twice, if not 3 times, if it didn't take me a year of following it up with you for you to be like, you know what? Yeah, I think maybe this is right for me. Don't be afraid of someone telling you no, okay? You just have to like accept that that's a huge part of this, okay? That's number 1. If anybody has anything to say, like I said, feel free to unmute yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going. My number 2 tough love tip is, once you lose your momentum, you're going to lose everything. The minute you stop and stop being consistent with just like your workout, which is actually like one of my next ones, you're going to have to start from step one. But if you are consistently being proof that these programs work, you're showing up to your workouts every single day, right? You're trying to show up with your nutrition guide, which we all know is a little bit harder, but you're still there. You still have it laid out for you. And you know that like one bad day doesn't mean that you're not doing well. Don't stop. Once you lose that momentum and you stop inviting and you're like, I'm scared that somebody else is going to tell me no. I don't know, like, if this person's going to judge me. You're starting over at step one, sister. And I have learned that the hard way myself many, many times over the last 3 years. It sucks. Let me just tell you that right now. It sucks so bad to be on a high and doing super well. And then you're like, you know what? I can't right now. The train that you have been pushing up that mountain rolls all the way back down instead of you just slowly continuing to push it so that it goes over the other side of that mountain. Be consistent. And even if your consistency doesn't have to mean 100 invites a day, 50 invites a day. It has to mean 10 invites a day. And then if you're not inviting 10 more people the next day, you better be following up with those previous 10 people you just talked to yesterday.
I have something to say on that.
Yeah, go for it.
So how many times you have struggled with this? This has happened to you. And then you get back on and you see the momentum starting to build. And every single time she's like, what if I just didn't freaking quit? Where would I be now?
Yeah.
Who can raise their hand and relate? If they just didn't freaking quit. Stop freaking quitting, okay? Okay.
My next tough love tip is, if you're not inviting, you are not moving your business forward. That is, and it's cool if you're doing coaching as a hobby and it's not to actually build a business. You're probably not on this call or even watching this right now. But all of you who are showing up right now on a Thursday night when your husband might be wanting to spend time with you, your kids might want to be spending time with you, but you're here because you are a coach for a reason. You want to build a business, even if it's not like 15-star. You want to build a business. You want to pay for your supplements. You want to help people. You want to pay this forward to somebody. If you're not inviting, you're not doing it. And you can post all you want for accountability, I guess, for sharing your workouts and sharing your recipes and stuff like that. That's great for accountability, but you're not moving your business forward. Everybody stop what you're doing right now and listen to me if you're not, if you're distracted, if you're on your phone. The only thing that you can do that is going to move your business forward is inviting. It is not sharing your workouts on your Instagram stories every day. It is not posting to Facebook that you made this delicious, healthy meal and you're doing an awesome job. You can post every single day on Facebook and be killing your workout program. But if you're not inviting to it, no one sees it. You're doing it all for nothing. And I know that you might be like scared to hear that. Like, great, I don't want to invite people. That's scary. So what? You're going to be scared for the first, couple of days. But after that, it's second nature, dude. And you're paying this forward to the person who invited you. That is the only reason you're here right now. You're paying forward this gift that people gave you to other people by inviting them. And like me, I would have never coached if not for an invite. I would have never been a challenger if not for an invite. Hello, my mom's dog. All I'm trying to say is inviting is the one thing that's going to continue to move your business forward. And it just goes into my next point, which is treat your business like you treat your fitness program and your nutrition guide. Do you expect results if you were to show up for your workout and do about 5 minutes of it every day? Probably not, right? You work out for 5 minutes out of the 30, 40, 45, 60 minutes of your workout. You can fake it for social media, being like, hey, I worked out today. But then when it comes time to the end of this program, where are your results? What did you accomplish? And you're like, oh shit, nothing, because I didn't really put the work in. I don't know if anybody heard that. My mom's dog is over here whining. But you have to treat it like you treat your workouts. You have to be consistent, because that's the only thing that, like I said, is going to move you forward. You have to treat it like it's a fitness program. I have to show up for this every day. When it's the time for me to show up, I don't have to show up for 24 hours a day. I have to show up for my 30 minutes, my 60 minutes, whatever it is. Do the same thing with your business. And I promise you, you're going to see crazy, crazy results. Yes. And then my last one, guys, is your mindset is going to, excuse me, I'm talking. Can you take that outside? Your mindset's going to have the biggest impact on your business. If you're assuming nobody wants to join me, nobody's ready for this, nobody wants to work out, nobody wants to work this as an actual business, I don't have anybody that's interested in this, what are you going to find? People who are not interested in this, people who don't want to treat this like a business, people who don't have time to work out, people who don't want to work out. And I know it sounds crazy, because I thought the same thing for the last 3 years. Like, that's BS. And everybody who says that is just somehow lucky. They are somehow lucky to find these people who are working the business, and find these people who want to treat this like a business, or find people who are awesome challengers who just want to show up and work out and change their lives. But I want to tell you right now, if you guys have seen, I know we have a lot of new coaches right now, but if you guys have been around for the last, 6 months, a year, I hit 2-star at the end of 2018. I had it for my 6-week qualification, and then I dropped it, and I did not get it back since. I didn't have it all of last year. I was a diamond or a 1-star at the very highest. And I told myself this January, like, I'm sick of doing shit halfway. I'm sick of kind of committing to my fitness programs. I'm sick of kind of committing to my coaching business. I'm going to actually do this, and I'm going to find people who want to work, and I'm going to find the people that are out there like me who don't even realize that this is a possibility for them, or that it's something that can benefit them in any way, but I'm still going to show up for them, and I'm going to find them because I know they're out there. And that mindset shift, you guys, I got 2-star back. I'm 1-star qualifying in my second business center. I have coaches, you're on this call right now, that are running with me because my mindset changed, and it helped you to change your mindset, and I instilled my belief into you guys. So I just got really fired up about that right now. But just, if you keep telling yourself, like, if you tell yourself when you go send your invites, I know how awesome this has been for me. This community has given me such good friends. I have, this fitness program that's making me feel so good, like mentally and physically. I'm happier. I have more energy. I know I have 5 friends, 10 friends, 200 friends who want this. And maybe they don't quite realize it, but I'm going to invite them, because I know I can change their lives with this. Like, instead of and Ashley, I was talking to you about this earlier, like, instead of that lack mindset of nobody wants this, flipping that switch with personal development, and we can have a whole discussion on that some other day. Flipping that switch to an abundance mindset of, there are so many people I can help with this. Let me go find them. Like, I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show up for them, and I'm going to invite them because I know it's going to help them.
And I sent 20 invites, 10 coach, 10 challenger after you said that to me.
I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Those are my 5, and the dogs are barking, so it's just going to get worse. But does anybody have anything to ask, add, share, question, literally anything about anything that I just shared before I pass it on to either Ashley or Steph?
I'm going to go next just because my baby's quiet right now. She's sleeping at the moment. So my first tip, guys, your social media has to be a representation of you. New coaches, this is mostly for you. Older coaches, you've heard me say this a million times. But your social media has to be your posts, your pictures, your words, not a bunch of shared crap, not a bunch of nonsense. Like, it should be a representation. I should go to your page and I should see what you did today, what your life looks like, how your kids are doing, how's your family, like, what's going on, good or bad. You can be going through crap, and that's okay. I don't need to go to your page and see sunshine and rainbows, but I need to see your life. I need to see you. And I also need to see your fitness journey every day. Because if I saw you on social media and I saw that you like work out here and there, like every once in a while you post a picture of you working out, I'd be like, oh, she kind of works out. But if I see another coach and I see them posting about their fitness journey every single day and how they're doing the things and they're amazing and they got their meal plan down, who am I going to choose when it comes to who's going to help me best on my fitness journey? I'm going to pick that girl who is rocking that fitness journey every day, showing up for herself, showing up for her family, hanging out. She's living life, doing the fun stuff, seeing her out with her family. They're getting outside. They're having fun. That's the girl I want to see. That's the girl I want to be with. That's the girl you need to be on social media. You got to do the things. And you guys, if you're like, I don't have anything to share, go do something that's worth sharing. Get outside, go for a walk, go to the playground, make a cake, do whatever you got to do to make something to post on social media. My life's so boring. Then make it not boring. Stop being a boring person. Go do something. That is, you got to be intentional. So if you're living a boring life, stop, change your life. You don't want to live a boring life. Do something intentional. Get on Pinterest, find something to do with your kids. Do it. Then post about it. Tell other moms to do it because it was amazing or it was a total fail. Don't do this. Don't ever do this. That's okay too. You're having a shit day because your kid just smeared poop all over his room. Guess what? Been there. My social media knows about it. Like, share your real life. Share the stuff going on. You and your husband are fighting. Do some PD and share about the PD and how you are working on yourself. Don't share about your marriage problems. Okay? There is an easy way to share about your life without airing dirty laundry, without causing more issues than you need to. You've just got to commit to sharing every single day. Your life and your family. At least two posts today.
A little bit of juice.
Daddy can get you a little bit of juice, just a little though, so you don't get sick in the belly. Just that little, yeah. So your social media needs, like right to here. Okay, perfect. So you need to be sharing about your life every single day. Social media got to show up every single day. Take some time to make your pictures attractive. Clean up your area wherever you're taking a photo. I sent a picture to someone the other day. It was really funny. I sent a picture of the dress that I had. That dress looked really good in that one photo. But my side boob was all hanging out and stuff, and I sent her the real picture, and my room was like a disaster in the background. But I had like kicked everything out of the way. I didn't clean my room. I just kicked it out of the way for the picture. So don't think we all have our lives together, guys. We just kick the stuff out of the way and make it pretty. Okay, number 2. You've got to invite more than 2 people per day. You cannot expect to build a business on 2 people per day, okay? So the numbers, I'm giving you guys numbers right now. I like numbers. I'm really bad at numbers, but I like them, so don't check my math. 3, they say that it takes 10% of your people that you invite are going to even be interested, that are even going to like be like, yeah, let's talk. So if you invite 300 people a month, 300 guys, that's 10 people a day. 300 people a month, 30 of them are going to be interested. 10% of the people who are interested are actually going to purchase. These are just cold, straight numbers that most coaches will say are pretty accurate. That means 3 people. If you invite 300 people a month, you're going to get 3 yeses. Who feels like that's distracting? That's daunting. That sucks. Guess what? Invite more than 10 people a day. When I invite, I don't sit there and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. I invite for as long as I freaking can before my kids want to take my phone away, and then I'm done. Or as long as I can during my work hour, I invite as many as I can. I don't put a limit on it. I might only get 5 done before someone has a blowout or something. But other days I might send 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever because I have the time and quiet time to send the invites. I don't put a limit on it. Work as hard as you can and fast as you can in the time you can. Be laser focused. Don't be scrolling Facebook. Don't be doing other things. Just invite. Sit there and invite. Someone replies to you, don't look at it. Don't look at it until you are done inviting. Go look at it while you're sitting on the toilet later avoiding your children. Do it some other time. Don't look at the replies because you'll get distracted and you will send 3 out when you could have sent 30 out. Okay? Don't look at the replies until later. Number 3, you've got to do the whole power hour. Your papers that we give you, those tracker sheets and stuff, You can't just do like, oh, I'm just going to invite today, tomorrow I'll build my network, the next day I'll follow up. You've lost everyone in those 2 days because you didn't follow up. You cannot invite without posting, because if you didn't post, they don't even know what the heck you're inviting them to. But you can't post and not invite, because if you don't invite them, they don't know that you're inviting them. You need to do the whole thing. The whole system works, and it works like a puzzle. If you're missing one piece, who wants a puzzle with missing piece? Those go in the trash. You need to do the whole thing. You got to do the whole puzzle. So you've got to do the whole power hour. It doesn't work in bits and pieces. Number 4, get excited. Don't show up to a team call miserable. Drink some Energize first, because everyone pulls the energy from a team call, okay? Everyone pulls the energy. I know you're sick, Tyler. Today's your excuse, only today. But show up to a team call ready. Come with eagerness to learn, to share, to get excited. Come intentionally with something you want to share with us. We would love to hear from you every single team call. Come intentionally with a question. Come intentional regardless, with your heart ready to learn, to share, to get excited. Same thing with your workouts. Go into your workout excited. Don't be like, oh, I hate working out. You're a freaking beach body coach. You better, I'm telling myself this just so you know, you better like working out. You better go into those workouts excited. You better go into those workouts with your heart ready for change, ready to push through that workout as well as you can do. When you're recording your workouts, don't look miserable. People don't want to be like, oh, that looks like fun. Like, you need to make it look like fun. You want people to join you. Smile, get excited, laugh, put some music on, do something, make it look inviting. In your posts on social media, don't post the same, wear some heels. Yeah, hell yeah, do something. Get crazy. I was literally watching those today. I'm like, she's going to fall. She's going to fall. Oh my God. Ow. Like it hurt me watching those today.
I scratched myself in my other foot with my one heel. It hurts so bad.
Oh my gosh. I can't even, like, I can picture it because I've done that, but I was drunk, not working out. So get excited. Get excited when it comes time to inviting. Get excited and get confident going into your invites. You need to go into those like, I am about to change somebody's life. I'm about to change somebody's life. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, because everybody's gonna be like, no, who are you? How do I know you? Like, you're gonna get all of those. Go into it with, I'm gonna change somebody's life. I'm gonna change somebody's life. Go in with excitement. And my last one, you have to be inviting 2 times as many coaches as you are challengers. At least 2 times as many. Because those numbers I just gave you, I don't know the numbers for this. I would like to say it's probably like 2%. But of 100 people in a room, how many of them need health and fitness? All of them, right? All of them. How many of them need a business? Maybe 2 of them. Not everyone needs a business. Not everyone can do this. Not everyone wants to do this. Not everyone likes social media. Not everyone needs it. So you're going to have a lot more pushback on the business, or a lot more no's. So if you're going to get a lot more no's, you need to send a lot more invites, because the team here, you guys are what make this business profitable, because you guys are the ones who are out there selling more, creating volume, creating an actual residual income for your team. So, and also this is like not on my list, but just so you guys understand how that works. I'm not out there telling you to go get more coaches so I can make more money. No, you guys make each other money. Do you know that? Do you know that you guys make each other money even if you're not on the same team? If you look in your team volume report, team volume is what you earn team cycle bonus off of. So this is something you guys can do later. On your online office, there's the volume reports, there's carryover volume, there's team volume. If you click on team volume, you're gonna look at the numbers there and you're gonna be like, I don't even know who that is, because those people are on your team. They're on the same leg as you, wherever you're located in your business. And the volume that they create from their personal or customer orders is being cycled through your business center. So you are earning volume on your team. So me helping Taylor and Ashley, and I'm looking at Cassie and my coaches, Kristen, directly is great. But you guys, you helping your sister coaches benefits you too. So the team atmosphere here is super important for all of your paychecks. Everyone here is benefiting from each other. Okay. That had nothing to do with it. But inviting 2 times as many coaches as you are challengers, because that's where you're going to get the big money later on. I'm done. Any questions on my stuff? All right, switching it over to Ashley.
All right. Some of mine were similar, but one that was different was you need to be getting your own results. If you're not working on your own goals every single day, all the time, without stopping, you shouldn't be a health and fitness coach. If you don't know how to do any job, you shouldn't be doing it. Don't apply for a job that you don't know how to do. That doesn't mean you need to be losing weight all the time. Some people aren't trying to lose weight at all, but you need to be having some sort of physical transformation, whether it's losing weight or losing inches or gaining inches or growing a butt or whatever, all the time. And my second one is kind of like a sub one to that one. You also need to be sharing about it, and sharing about it, that physical part. I would say, and I think I heard this from that Rachel that did a call with us once, at least every 30 days, a physical transformation every 30 days. And then in between those physical transformations, there are so many other transformations you can share about. Mental transformations, financial transformations with coaching, transformations in your relationships, so many other things.
So on that though, I noticed that a lot of coaches, when they share their transformations, they do a collage of like 45 pictures all in one picture. Pick 2. Pick your same angle, same outfit if you can, same angle, doing just like 1 side-by-side picture. And then do it from the front, the side, the back, whatever. Have all of those, but post them all on different days. So you have transformations like twice a week for a month, and then move on to your next transformation. That's it.
Also, I feel like sometimes I'll look back at my Instagram and be like, I just shared a transformation. I don't want to share another one. People are going to be like, she looks the exact same. But you don't need to share like from this point to this point. And then from, like, I wouldn't share from the beginning of January to February and then the beginning of February to now. Like, you can go back. I would go back and share one from last year at this time. You can share them from all different times, so you're not repeating the same thing over and over again.
And you could be sharing other people's transformations.
True.
Yeah.
My next one was about inviting, but I feel like you guys already said that.
We've all said it then. Every single one of us has said it, which means it's freaking important. So tell us your perspective.
The only thing different I said that you guys didn't say, I don't think, is I feel like when we become a coach or we start working on ourselves, we think other people are just going to see it and come running to us like, oh my God, show me what you're doing, which is true. People are going to notice and they're going to ask you questions, but not everybody on Facebook is going to suddenly send you a message and ask you to sell them a challenge pack. Like, they don't know. They might just think you're working out and not know that you can actually help them. What did I write? Oh, because people in general don't just go around talking about their problems and their struggles. Like, it's just not something we do. So why do you think suddenly people are just going to come complaining to you about their problems? You have to reach out to them and let them know that you're there and that you can help them. And then I wrote, Stephanie basically just said that doesn't mean sending messages to 3 people every day. That's not going to do anything. If I sent 3 people messages, I would never ever be responded to because way more than 3 people ignore me every day. And then I said also about inviting, don't feel like you're the one being annoying. If they are the ones liking your stuff and watching your stories and visiting your page, they're already in your space. Like they're entering your bubble. So that gives you full permission to send them a message. I think that was it for that one.
My husband literally just said that because I complain to him about that all the time, and he's just like, yeah. I've thought about that before.
If they're watching your videos, they don't.
Why are they ignoring you?
Well, don't complain.
Yeah.
There are people who watch your stories every single day for a year and they'll still be ignoring you. I still send them messages.
Good.
Buy or die.
I've been doing this a year and a half, and I'm just having people that I talked to at the beginning. So
4 years and I still have people from the beginning.
They're like, they just are ready, I guess, at some point.
The only time I'll stop is if they tell me to stop. If they're not answering me, I'm going to keep going. I don't think anybody said this, maybe. You have to be adding new people every single day. If you feel like the same people are watching your stuff over and over again, like we just talked about, well, that's going to keep happening no matter what. But if you're adding new people, a decent amount of new people every single day, it's going to become way less obvious that it's the same people watching your stuff every day, because all of those new people are going to start slowly watching it too. And you can't stay, I don't know how many new people are on here, but a lot of people are still in their warm market right now, and you can't stay there forever. It's impossible to stay there forever. You're going to run out of friends and family. So you're going to have to start sending cold invites to strangers eventually. And the more people you're adding now in the beginning, the longer they'll be following you and the less awkward it'll be when you finally do reach out to them.
Is it
I
weird that
do
I feel more
it.
comfortable sending cold messages than asking friends and coworkers and stuff?
You do feel?
I feel more comfortable sending cold messages than talking to people I know.
Me too.
Is that weird?
Well, there's
I'm
like
I'm the complete opposite. I can talk to my people all day, every day, but I didn't add people when I first started. And so now I'm having to do the cold messaging, which I'm not totally comfortable with, and having to push back against it. Do it now. Do what Ashley's saying, because then you build that rapport with them and it's not so weird.
I was going to say something else. And I can't remember.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So when you're like cold messaging these people, do you just send them like an invitation, or do you say like just here and there, even though they're ignoring you, do you like in between be like, hey, like how are things going? Like you look on a page or a story, do you like try to make conversation and not just invite, or do both? Does that make sense?
I do both. If I've messaged them like a million times and they're answered me, then I try and say nothing about my or health and fitness or coaching at all, and just like bring up something about their feed or whatever, and then just get a regular conversation going.
Respond to stories. That's an easy way to like make a connect that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah. Or birthdays.
Seriously, like I used to only do like inviting and whatever on Facebook. And I feel like I've transitioned more to Instagram, which sounds crazy because originally I was like, I'm not comfortable here. I know so many less people on Instagram, but it's so easy to slide into somebody's DMs when they're just posting on their stories and being like, oh my God, your hair looks awesome. I love your outfit. Where'd you get it? Oh, your nails look so great. Where do you get those done?
Mhm.
Oh, you're working out. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Like I have established so many genuine like connections and friendships on Instagram to the point where people are like, hey, like if you're ever in my state, can we like actually hang out? Like when are you traveling again? Can we see each other? They haven't purchased from me yet necessarily, but like it's so easy to just be watching someone's stories. You start following them. You don't even have to necessarily be following them, but if they have stories and they're actively like sharing anything, number one, that's awesome because maybe they'll make a great coach if they're already on social media all the time and like sharing about their lives. But it's so easy to just be like, you don't even have to be like, hey, I just started following you and blah blah blah. I think we have this in common. You could just be like, oh my God, girl, I love that. and like you just start a conversation just based off of that. So I feel like a lot of people that I've talked to lately have been really nervous about Instagram, unsure, not sure where to start, but like start with that. Like slide into people's DMs with whatever's going on in their lives. It's not that complicated.
And even because when you do that, and even if that conversation doesn't go anywhere and it just dies, it gives you a better in for when you actually have an invite or when you want to talk to them again. Like you don't feel awkward because you already had a real conversation with them before. I have this, all of mine are kind of similar, but just like we tell all of our customers and challengers and prospects and everybody to stop making excuses, we need to stop making excuses for coaching. I mean, our health and fitness too, but I think more of us struggle with coaching. Like if you're had a really busy day and you're so tired and you just want to go to bed and you don't want to do anything for the rest of the day, what would you do if someone said that to you, like they can't work out because that's how they felt? You'd be like, tough it up. Like, so what? Do a quick 30-minute workout and be done with it and go to bed. Why can't you send invites for 30 minutes? Like, there's no excuse to not set 30 minutes for yourself to send invites. Why are you rolling your eyes?
You said, what would I do if someone said that to me?
Oh.
I'd roll my eyes.
Thought you were rolling your eyes at me.
And that's why my child has a problem with rolling his eyes. No matter what I say, he rolls his eyes at me. I'm like, oh, yeah, sorry.
Do you know what my daughter starts saying now, because I say it all the time? When I ask her to do something, she'll go, I just sat down. I think that's all mine.
Awesome. The only other one that I was thinking of while we were doing this was, if you want your challengers in the challenge group, you better be in the friggin' challenge group. You better be showing up in the challenge group, posting your workouts, posting your meals, encouraging other people, showing up on the Zoom links, doing all the things if you want our people to be doing that, which we do want our people to be doing that. You guys, this community right here is the community that you come into and you never leave, right? The coaching community. You come in here and you're like, I love it so much. The Sweat Squad needs to feel like that, at least to a percentage, so that we can get them into the coaching community. I had someone join us today as a coach who has never posted in the Sweat Squad, but she's like, I want to be part of it. I want to be part of you guys. And she joined today as a coach. And like, that's what this is all about. But we need to show them that. We need to be loving on everybody. Challenge group is the place to foster the best coaches, because they're the people getting transformations. They're the people that are going to have a transformation to sell. They're going to be the people that understand our products. They're going to be the people that understand our community. They're the people we want out there talking for us, right? They're going to be the ones with their heart already in it, not just coming in being like, how do I sell a challenge pack? What do I have to do? What is a challenge pack? They know all the things. Those are the people you want to be your coaches. So we need to like foster those people in our challenge groups. Who in here came from the challenge group? Nobody came. Yeah, you did. 1, 2, couple of you. Okay.
And Morgan's fucking crushing it.
Hell yeah, she is. But you crushed it way harder once you became a coach. Your dedication level went from like 60 to like 155. Or as Finn would say, it went to 20, 40, 50, 18, 19, 1. That number.
And I'm going to like, I don't know, tag on this for, it's probably going to be relevant to a lot of you. And if you're a brand new coach, let this be guidance for you in the future. Your team is going to do maybe half of what you do. So if you have some coaches and you're like, they're just like, they're not doing the things. They're not inviting. They're not hitting Success Club. Like, I don't get it. I don't know what to do to motivate them. You got to take a look at yourself in the mirror and be like, how am I doing? Am I someone who can lead these people? Am I being proof that, you know, these programs work? Am I showing up to my workouts every day? Okay, yeah, I am. But am I being the coach that they need in like business, on the business side? Am I hitting Success Club? Am I actually inviting people every single day? Am I doing the things that I would anticipate or expect or want them to do. Because if you're not, forget about it. They're absolutely not going to, because they're looking at you as their inspiration and as their leader to be like, okay, show me what to do. If you're doing it, I'll do about half. Like, they will do about what half of what you are doing. And I have found that to be 100% true over this last like 6 weeks of this year so far. Once I started running full speed ahead, my team now is like, okay, yeah, like we're here for it. I'm gonna do it. And those have been about the results, if that's the word I'm looking for. If you want your team, if you want a team at all, but if you want your team to be showing up and helping people and achieving the things that you are looking to accomplish, you have to set that example. You have to be the one that goes first and shows them, like, this is not so hard. This is not so bad. I can do this. You can do this. Let me help you do this. How can I help you do this? I think that's made all the difference in the last month and a half. It's just being like, I'm doing it. How can I help you do it too? I'm here for you. I'll help you with conversations. I'll help you with inviting. I'll help you with whatever you need, because I'm doing it. So just be that person who decides to go first, so that your team knows that it's okay for them to do the same.
I love it. Anybody have any questions? I want to hear 2 of the biggest takeaways.
Mommy.
Morgan, your biggest takeaway.
Mommy.
Sorry, hold on. Needed to make sure my microphone was working. My biggest takeaway is treating my business like the way I treat my workouts, because like I'm crushing my workouts. Like I'll put that out there, but I am not crushing my business the way that I am with my workouts. So if I even put like half my energy into the business part, like that's what's going to make it grow for sure. Do I need one more, or is that okay?
No, you're good. That's good.
Okay.
And Dana, your biggest takeaway.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk quietly because
I'm
my
sorry.
daughter.
Sorry.
My biggest takeaway, I would say, is following up more consistently with my invites, and I get nervous when nobody like responds, and I just see that they've seen my message, you know. So just like persisting a bit more and following up more is my biggest takeaway.
So we call that ghosting. If someone doesn't,
They ghosting me all the
respond to you,
time.
yeah, so that's okay. I could give you 20 examples of people who have ghosted and ghosted and ghosted and ghosted and ghosted, and I keep sending them a new invite when I have something new to offer. So a new group, a new product, a new program, a new something, I would send them a new one. I have like 13, 14, 15 ghosted messages, and then they're like, I'm ready. So just keep doing it.
And how often are you, like, how quickly are you following back up?
It
Like,
could
do
be
you get
2
a
days,
couple
it could be 2 months. It depends on when I have something new to offer. Flash sale, new program, new product, new group, new something. As long as I have a valuable thing to go at, or maybe I have a meal plan I want to just share with them. Whatever it is, whenever I have value, I don't care how long. It could be 2 hours if I have value in 2 hours from now, but it just depends on when I have something new to give them.
Okay.
I don't usually ever follow up with a ghosted person with like, hey girl, how's it going? Like I usually
With
follow up
something.
all you. Yeah.
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 Something to offer is the $10 off that we have going on right now. That's a new thing to promote. So, I mean, it could be as simple as that versus a new program launch.
Mm-hmm.
Free
So.
by Shakeology right now. I'm pretty sure that's why Alex is here right now. She said biggest takeaway is not being afraid to message people, even though she just joined. But literally, it can be anything. Like,
I can throw it out there real quick. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Anyone want to do a weekend flash sale? Yeah. Do we got some people? You want me to put it together? I will rock it together tomorrow morning. You guys can post about it tonight and I will get a group up. after this call.
Steph, if you need help, I'm happy to, because that was what my entire post was about today.
Okay, yeah, I would love it. I would love some help. So message me. Well, you can help me. And then no, baby, no.
Can we, I know we can really extend it however long we want, but can we have it go through the weekend?
Yeah,
Like,
let's do it till Sunday. We'll do Sunday at like 9 p.m. Eastern. And let's also do share the love event in our team, in our sweat squad, and we'll do tank tops. I'll put one offer out there, or maybe like two. Maybe I'll do two offers. Get this package or this package, and you get a free t-shirt. We'll do the sweat squad tanks, not a t-shirt. Sorry, Ashley would cut those sleeves off before she even got it.
Hey, I got one quick question.
Yeah.
How long do you wait to follow up with somebody if you have somebody, oh, hey, I'd love to sign up. I love everything you're telling me, blah, blah, blah. I don't get paid till Friday. And then Friday comes along, nothing happens.
I message them and I say, hey, girl, what's holding you back? Or I say, hey, girl, everything okay? I haven't heard from you.
Like, how long do you wait?
I don't.
Saturday or Friday. Yeah. Or like, hey, girl, you ready to do this? You don't expect them to come for you. You need to follow up with them on payday. I almost
Yeah, because one girl was telling me she's getting paid today, and I messaged her this morning. I'm like, hey, can't wait for you to join, and she was all excited about it. We have a little Slim and Six, a little free group where she's in right now. She's like, oh my God, I love the group. The accountability is great. I would love to join something bigger, blah, blah, blah. And I messaged her today. She's like, oh, I'm just waiting for my paycheck to come in.
Okay, so then give her till like Saturday or something, and I would be like, hey girl, you ready to get all set up? I can't wait for you to, or you're going to love this. Make it about them. Don't say, I want you to do this, I'm excited for you. It's not about you. It's not about your excitement. They need to be excited. You're gonna love your results, or like something. Say something about them. Make it about them.
Also, don't be afraid to just be like, hey, like, did that end up working for you? I know sometimes they're like a little bit weird. Like, did that link work out for you? Okay.
You can play.
Oh, wait, like, no, I didn't have a chance to do it. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, do it. Like, I'm so excited for you. You're going to love this. Like, I know you said your goals were X, Y, and you should like with blah, 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 whatever program you recommended that they start with. And like Steph said, you know, like kind of put it back on them, make it about them, make it about their excitement, make it about their goals, make it about why you're even having that conversation with them to begin with. But do not be afraid to just be like, oh my gosh, did you post the links I sent you? Because then they can be like, no, I didn't. And they're usually going to give you some sort of reason, like, oh, you know what, I didn't get a chance to look at it. Just be like, oh, you know what, like, hit me up as soon as you do. I can't wait to get you plugged into our accountability group. I can't wait to get you plugged into blah, 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 whatever it is that they're getting started with. And just don't be afraid to follow up with them. Like, they said that they wanted to do this with you. This is a pretty big, like, you know, we all know it's only like half an hour of our day to start a new workout program, but for them, it might be a really big, like, step in their lives. And you're excited about it. They're probably excited about it. Don't be afraid to just be like, hey, like, how are we, you know, are we getting set up for you today? Like, what's holding you back, blah, blah, blah. If they do ghost you for a week after they said, like, yeah, I'm getting signed up on Friday, and you've sent them the, hey, like, are you all set up? Or like, you know, did that link work for you? Blah, blah, blah. And they didn't get back to you. Then a couple days later, be like, hey, like, is everything okay? I know you were really excited to get set up with us, and like, you didn't end up getting started. Like, is everything all right? Is there anything holding you back? Like, what can I do? Type of thing. But otherwise, just don't be afraid to just follow up with them as a friend who is going to help them with something that's going to change their lives for the better.
If they told you I get paid Friday, that is full permission to message them on Friday.
It took me 2 paychecks for a girl that I just got to join us. I've known her since high school to just join us after twice saying, oh, I'm getting paid. I'm going to sign up. It takes a minute. So don't think that paycheck is going to be the one. Keep following up.
Yeah.
Follow up is literally everything.
We're going to bed.
Can I say another thing to the following up? And I know I am not the person that should be talking about this, but write your people down.
Yeah.
I'm very, very bad at this, and I just went through, I did Z through A. I got A, B, C, and F to go through and invite, and I've noticed there were probably a good 50, 60 people that I messaged last year when I first signed up, and nothing since. So I know I got to get way better on writing my people down that are at least saying they're somewhat interested in it to make sure I keep following up with them.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You don't need to write down everyone you invite, but write down everyone who's interested. Ah. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This was super beneficial, I think. I love that we recorded this, so this will be on the team page. Lots of tips. Like, this is like a best practices video that we can always refer back to for like new coaches, like hot tips. I'm excited for this week. I will work on this. Ashley Grimm, Ashley Durrett, however you want to go. Message me right when you get off of this call, and you can help me with this group. But it'll be in a new group, guys. We're going to start a new flash sale group, so that way that other one that has like 1,000 people in it right now, we just did a flash sale in there, so I don't want to jump at all of them again, but we'll go back to that again later. But we'll do this one specifically for anyone who wants to participate. You can get the link, private message the link to everyone. Don't post that in your post because your post won't get seen. So share about the love, share the love event. That's what we're gonna call it. Share the love event. You can share it with all of your people and get them in there. We'll use the $10 promo codes when available, and yeah, we'll get this rocking. So you can expect to see your first, let's do noon tomorrow because that'll give me morning to work on this since it's a last minute pull together. But let's do noon tomorrow will be the first deal in the group, okay? Noon Eastern. All right, guys.
Let's take a boomerang. Let's take a boomerang.
Okay.
Really quick. Anybody who has their phone, feel free to hop in with it, but I'm going to take a boomerang. Thing. Okay, ready? I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and then do whatever the heck you will feel like doing, like whatever. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wait, all of mine is like everyone has nothing, and then all of a sudden everyone puts their.
Everybody looks good though, so I'm gonna tag everybody I can.
Okay.
Thank you all for being here.
Bye, guys. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.